You think your faith is safe because you're doing good things, serving at church, being kind, staying busy with Christian podcasts and devotionals. But here's the shocking truth. It's possible that the very things you believe are building your walk with God are actually the silent killers of your spiritual fire. The enemy doesn't always come dressed in sin. Sometimes he comes disguised as routine, applause, and ministry busyness, offering you a counterfeit sense of closeness with God that's built on performance instead of presence. You've traded intimacy for activity, devotion for duty, and your heart, slowly but surely, is growing cold. Revelation 2:4 warns us clearly, you have forsaken the love you had at first. You're so committed to being the good Christian that you've forgotten what it means to be broken before God, to sit in stillness and listen, to hunger and thirst for righteousness, not recognition. That Bible study group you never miss, it's become more about intellectual pride than spiritual growth. That relentless drive to volunteer for every event, it's masking your fear of silence, because deep down, silence reveals how far you've drifted. You confuse busyness with fruitfulness, but John 15:5 says apart from Christ, you can do nothing. So why are you doing everything without checking if he's even in it? And let's talk about people-pleasing. It feels so godly to be there for everyone. But in reality, it's slowly replacing your fear of God with fear of man, a deadly exchange that Galatians 1:10 warns about directly. You say yes to everything for the kingdom, but God never called you to carry every burden. He called you to obey. Even your prayers have become performative, recited out of habit instead of surrendered desperation. And while it sounds holy, Isaiah 29:13 exposes it. These people come near to me with their mouth, but their hearts are far from me. You feel spiritually exhausted and don't know why. This is why. You're feeding on noise, inspiration, and content, but not on His word, not on His presence, not on true repentance. And what about comparison? It hides behind admiration, but every time you scroll past another believer's life and feel lesser or superior or anxious, you're letting a good thing corrupt your view of God's unique plan for you. Jeremiah 29:11 wasn't written to compete with someone else's calling. Even generosity can turn toxic. When giving becomes a way to earn favor or self-worth instead of a response to God's grace, you've lost the plot. You're doing good things, but you're not becoming like Christ. And that's the quiet danger. You've mistaken spiritual habits for spiritual health. But just like the Pharisees, you can look right on the outside and be dead inside. Matthew 23:27 isn't just for them, it's a warning for us. God is not impressed by your Christian checklist. He's after your heart, your tears, your honesty. He's not asking you to do more. He's asking you to be more in Him. He wants surrender, not performance, obedience, not optics. The shocking reality is that good things done without God become idols in disguise. Your faith isn't dying because of obvious sin, it's dying from subtle substitutions. You're distracted, not destroyed, diluted, not defiant. That's more dangerous because it's harder to notice, harder to confront, and easier to justify. But today God is calling you back, not to less effort, but to the right kind of effort. One that flows from love, not pressure. One that starts in the secret place, not the spotlight. So stop and ask yourself, are you truly walking with God or just performing for Him? Are you building a kingdom or building intimacy? Don't let your faith be buried under good intentions and empty motion. Return to your first love, strip away the noise, and come back to the fire. Let your soul breathe again. Let your faith live again.